People love smoking. There's nothing that you, the Trade Commission, or Reader's Digest can do to change that.
Enjoy smooth, gentle mildness.
Taste that flavor.
It's the best.
This line from Mad Men's pilot episode Smoke Gets in Your Eyes rang true in 1960. Through disinformation campaigns and effective advertising, the tobacco industry battled mounting medical studies published during the 1950s that linked their product to cancer. Reader's Digest shocked America by introducing this medical research to much of the general public. Cancer by the Carton, first published as Smokers Are Getting Scared in the October 1952 issue of the Christian Herald, was condensed for publication 2 months later in Reader's Digest. But what gives grave concern to public health leaders is that the increase in lung cancer mortality shows a suspicious parallel to the enormous increase in cigarette consumption. Now, 2,500 cigarettes per year for every human being in the United States. 2 pages detailing over 30 years of medical study shocked post-war America and led to a public health scare. The general public now knew, under the published testimony of medical professionals, that tobacco caused cancer. But the tobacco industry raised the question, were they sure?
Through manipulation of the mass media, the public is under the impression that your cigarettes are linked to certain fatal diseases.
Voicing doubt created an excuse for inaction. The anti-smoking movement did not begin in 1952. More than 26 years earlier, Dr. James Ewing pleaded for a public educational campaign documenting the connection between cancer and the tobacco habit. But the research wasn't there yet. Definitive research that had been done was undertaken by scientists in Nazi Germany, where a link between tobacco smoking and cancer was proven. Hitler's anti-smoking campaign was ineffective and is marred by an association with racial hygiene. After the war, any findings were either forgotten or silenced upon American cigarette manufacturers entering the new German market.
All I can get from this story is that Hitler didn't smoke, and I do.
Other anti-smoking campaigns before the discovery of tobacco's connection to cancer shared little in common with later medical-based findings. Cigarette smoking was deemed unfit due to religious reasons or because it was seen as effeminate for men, whereas an alternate tobacco consumption method like cigar smoking was just fine. While it was clear that smoking aggravates bronchitis and raises blood pressure, cigarettes were sold for a long time as healthy. Suppress your appetite. Look younger.
Lucky Strikes is toasted.
Lucky Strike's famous "It's Toasted" slogan sought to draw a connection between cigarettes and the new health fad of tanning. Their prior slogan had been "Reach for a Lucky" instead of a sweet. With cigarettes supplied in soldier rations during both World War I and II, the number of smokers increased, and the medical community was provided with more data on the connection between tobacco and cancer. Dr. Alton Ochsner is quoted in Cancer by the Carton saying that between 1920 to 1948, deaths from bronchiogenic carcinoma in the United States increased more than 10 times. As a medical student, he was called in to witness a lung cancer surgery as he may never see one again. He did not witness another case for 17 years and then observed 8 within 6 months, all from smokers who had picked up the habit in World War I. The dam had broken, and articles like Cancer by the Carton were not going away. But neither was the tobacco industry.
I mean, if cigarettes were dangerous, it would be interesting.
If they aren't.
For more than 300 years, tobacco has given solace, relaxation, and enjoyment to mankind. At one time or another during those years, critics have held it responsible for practically every disease of the human body. One by one, these charges have been abandoned for lack of evidence. These words in A Frank Statement to Cigarette Smokers reached an estimated 43 million people through more than 400 newspapers on January 4th, 1954. The advertisement, run by the major American tobacco companies, reassures the public into believing that tobacco smoking is harmless. Recent experiments are said to have only been performed on mice, and simply led to theories, not conclusive findings. Doctors of professional standing have conducted these experiments, but they are not serious medical research. Cigarettes are not dangerous, but we do take these allegations very seriously and will investigate them. This advertisement is a masterclass in bullshit, and you see the influence it still has today. Acknowledge the work your opponent has done, but deem it as not serious. Be respectful and professional in wording while lying. Many people will find it hard to believe a lie said with such conviction, especially if it's comfortable to them and has some truth in it.
I know I sleep a lot better knowing doctors smoke.
Claim that opposing research is inconclusive, and pledge to provide your own. It doesn't matter if you ever do, because other research will never be deemed enough. Men like Don Draper sell this lie, and while it makes them rich, there is a cost. The lie did not last forever, but its impact has. In 1952, Americans opened Reader's Digest, and smoke cleared from their eyes. A year later, the tobacco industry blew that smoke back at them, and that cloud still lingers.
Yes, old gold. The cigarette with nearly 200 years of tobacco know-how behind it. Made by tobacco men, not medicine men.